How to make $330 in one day with Uber. What's up, family? I'm with my cousin Ian, and this man made $330 his first week in one day with Uber. What'd you do, cuzzo? 11 hours?
11 hours, made 330. Breaks down to $30 an hour.
$30 an hour. So he's just going to share with you some tips. I mean, this was literally his first week. A 40-hour paycheck at minimum wage is about $320, something like that.
It is.
So he basically made a minimum wage paycheck in one day, which another person works 40 hours for. So we're just going to share with you guys, give you some tips. Maybe Uber's for you. Maybe you're thinking about doing Uber. You're not sure about Uber. So we're just going to go ahead and share it with you. Go ahead, cuz. Let them know.
Listen, it's encouraging for anyone out there, obviously, who wants to Uber, because I just basically, spur of the moment, ended up leaving a job, felt led to leave the job, and I was actually delivery driving at Jimmy John's, and it was just not for me at the time, not where I needed to be. So I said, I went ahead and got approved for Uber right before I left. So I said, wow. And I would obviously recommend doing that. Don't just, make sure you get approved first and then leave your job if you need to. Because it's awesome, though. It's awesome. I'm telling you. You're taking your first step to being an entrepreneur, to being free, to being somewhat financial. You still need to drive to make money. So it's, I wouldn't sit here and say it's necessarily completely entrepreneur, but you're on your way. You control your own hours. You work when you need to work. Okay, if you got a $170 bill tomorrow, you go drive for 6, 8, 10 hours, whatever it is. You get your money and you keep moving. Okay,
almost like you're kind of like an independent contractor in a sense.
Yes, it's
right?
exactly what you are.
That's good.
Exactly.
So a plus would be the freedom that you have, the freedom of your time schedule. You can work whenever you want to work.
As there is, I think they don't like you to go for. I think it's like 12-hour shifts. If you do a 12-hour shift, they want you to take a break, which is reasonable. And certain, just very little things like that. But you can get all the driving you need. You can get it. You know what I mean? If you,
so how did you make your first week? How did you make 30 an hour on that day?
What happened was I had I had some days of practice before that and wasn't so impressed. But I know this from the past, that anytime at the beginning of doing something, your first time doing anything is your roughest time.
Learning curve.
For the most part. You know what I mean? Almost always the learning curve. Your first couple times doing something are not going to be your best. They're learning. It's rough. Okay, and from there, I was not impressed, but I said, you know what? I know better than to get discouraged now. Let me just keep going, and let me just figure this thing out. And what happened was I found out where the hot spots are, which is a crucial point in Ubering. Find out where your hot spots are.
Key, write that down, take notes. That's it. Find your hot spots.
Yeah, which your hot spots are going to be in most, and we're looking at anything average to above average cities, which Tampa's not a huge city or anything. I'd say average to above average. I mean, obviously New York City being the top, and there's probably someplace in Idaho or Bismarck, wherever that is. Boise, Idaho, who knows? I don't know. God bless Boise. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, very small city, okay? And so I don't want to speak to any real small cities because I've never been there and I've never done it.
So your geographical location is a factor.
It's a factor, of course. But even in those places, I promise you, there's money to be made. You just got to. It's probably a different dynamic. Here, where I'm at, I'm in Tampa. I'm based out of Tampa, and what we have here is we have a couple different downtown kind of type locations, bar districts, and those are hotspots. Those are hotspots. They're always busy, especially on, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even somewhat on Sundays too can be. And you find out your days. You have happy hours.
That's good.
You have specials. You have different things and times where these places pop.
That's good.
Okay, and they pop. And they do pop.
So downtowns are a hotspot.
Oh, yeah.
On party nights, basically. And what's funny is we're both believers in God. We believe in Jesus Christ. We're disciples of Christ. And it's actually, if you're on fire for God, it's also an opportunity to talk to people.
Definitely.
And I know my cousin particularly had some encounters with people that were going through some things, and God was able to actually use him to love on them, to minister to them, and even to pray with some people. So, I mean, the cool thing is you're actually socializing, you're engaging with people, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's like an adventure. That's how I look at it. It's very, if you're adventurous, you like meeting people, talking to new people. It's very adventurous. You're driving, you're picking up people, you're meeting people, you're getting to talk about interesting stuff. Like you said, I've had some divine encounters. People just getting touched by God, and not my effort at all. So just kind of God works these things out, and it's powerful. Some good, awesome stuff's happened in that category, and also that part is really exciting for me. It's adventurous, and you'll get to see all surrounding areas of your city. I had no idea.
Wow,
I
travel.
had no idea I was going to get to see all the surrounding places of Tampa. And I've seen St. Petersburg Beach, downtown St. Petersburg. I've seen Clearwater Beach, which are all some distance away, 45 minutes, an hour away, driving around there. Also Lakeland, literally all the surrounding areas, which is so cool because I just moved here recently, probably 6 months ago. And I've seen all kind of the surrounding areas where the beaches are.
So another
different
plus,
things to do.
you get to travel.
Yes.
You get to see your city. You get to see nearby cities. You get to meet people.
Yeah.
You get to work on your own hours. You get to take a break whenever you want.
Oh, whenever you want. And I will say, for me, this is just how I operate. I usually have snacks in the car, and I have coffee or whatever I'm drinking, maybe some kind of juice or whatnot, and I'll have that in the car with me. And I like piping. I like just going all out.
Yeah.
Like that day, I did the 11 hours. I might have took a couple little breaks, but for the most part, I just hit it because I'm in the zone. You're flowing, and the drives are there. The drives are to be had. You go hard for 10 hours. The harder you go during your time when you're online on the Uber driver app, the less you got to work. Obviously, you set a goal. You got certain goals you want to make. How much you make. You can just hit hard, and everyone's different. Some people like take a lunch break, a dinner break later. That's fine too. It all works out. That's the awesome part about making your own schedule, working when you want to work. Okay,
Excellent.
And there's a whole nother factor to this thing too, very big. Just that night I made that big money, and there's people making more than that. Don't listen. This is just an encouragement to the new Uber driver, someone that's new or questioning it, or I don't know, or listen.
Trying to help you guys out.
There's a method to the madness. You can systematically approach this thing. You'll find your days when you want to do it consistently, and you'll also find out what concerts, what events are coming to your city. Very important. This is an X factor right here. This is an X factor. It literally takes no time. You go on Google, you search concerts or events coming to Tampa or whatever your city is. Very important to know ahead of time. Why not know? Not what you don't know will hurt you. Okay, it will hurt you. It can hurt you. Okay,
That's true.
Especially in this.
So what's the benefit of finding the events?
Oh, I'm gonna tell. Yeah, that's where I'm going right now, sir. Oh, good question. Good question. I actually had such a good run last week on that Saturday night. I made, I think, $130 just on 2 rides. And it's because I actually just found out right before it was happening because I dropped people off there. But I learned a lesson. I said, you got to know when these big events. It was a Kenny Chesney concert. Kenny Chesney fans out there, hey, Kenny Chesney concert. And it was so busy out there. And the people started letting out. Some people started leaving early, and it just started going nuts. It was up to Surge. This is what this ties into.
Surge, there it is.
Surge is what happens is in an area, if there's more people requesting rides, more Uber riders requesting rides than there are Uber drivers in the area giving rides, Uber gives an incentive to drivers to come to that area. How do they do this? By giving you a surge. The surge is whatever you'll normally make on the ride you're going to give in that area, it goes up multiply. So it can go up to double. It can be 1.5. It can be 2.5, 3.2, whatever. And it can go up as high as it needs to. If there's 1,000 people needing a ride and there's only 100 people riding, guess what? That whole area is going to turn into a surge zone, and it'll be like that for a long time until all the people get rides. So
Hit the surge zone.
So the surge is crucial. Oh, okay. Yeah, surge is crucial. That night, the surge in that area was up to 6.1. So a $15 ride in that area was worth
6 times that much.
6 times 5 is $30, $60, $90. And that was normally a $15 ride. But there was so much demand in the area that it became a $90 ride. Look for that. Cool. It's crucial. The events that are coming from out of town, concerts, all that kind of stuff. Know it and be prepared for it and know your downtown areas too, because there will be consistent surges at certain times. And you'll know you don't want to chase the surge. And we'll do another video on that. Yeah. Chasing the surge. It's like chasing the dragon. You don't want to do it.
Don't chase the dragon.
Don't chase the dragon. Don't chase the surge.
Hallelujah.
And certain times you can. We'll go through that.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. So basically that's it. How to make $330 in one day Ubering your first week. Hope you guys got some value from this. Hope you guys liked the video.
Oh,
comment, like, subscribe, hit us up.
My name is Ian Aaron. Hallelujah. God bless you guys. And listen, take it to the bank. We're gonna be dropping more videos, so we'll see you soon. Okay.
See you soon.
Have a great night.